All right, you guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's get to it. Recently, you guys already know what's going on with Puffy. We know what's going on with Puffy in these streets. We seen Puffy's homes get raided by the feds, Homeland Security, FBI, the whole alphabet. We seen Puffy's son, Christian, being escorted out the home in handcuffs. We seen that. We hear all the speculation. We also know about the Cassie receiving over 30 million, allegedly. All right. And I think that was a civil suit. All right. We all know about this. All right. And if you don't know, you've been under a rock. So listen, as of lately, I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but Puffy has been seen online. And he's been he's been out in the public more. Safe to say, Puffy's been showing his face more. Puffy has had some friends that are speaking up for him. One goes by the name of Stevie J. Stevie J has challenged 50 Cent to a fight. And you know 50 know how to box. So 50 got hands. But what I'm trying to say is Puffy has some supporters. All right? Puffy has been seen online. Puffy has been putting up Instagram posts. Though he hasn't been posting frequently, Puffy has been posting on Instagram. And judging by his posts, judging by his captions, Puffy wants some respect. Puffy wants some love. If you see one post, Puffy's alluding to, you niggas need to show me some love. And now the irony is his name is Brother Love. So Puffy is demanding that people show him love. Now, if you look at Puffy's comment section, this is where we always go. Anytime I see a video and I'm skeptical of how I feel, I always look at the comment section and see how the general public feels. So in the comment section, I've seen some people that most likely I would have never predicted that they would have been in that comment section. One of them being Joel Santana. Joel Santana showing his support for Diddy in the comment section. Lee Daniels showing his support for Diddy in the comment section. Obviously, Stevie J, Love and Hip Hop Stevie J, a Grammy Award winning producer Stevie J, Jocelyn Baby Daddy Stevie J. Stevie J that married Biggie's ex-wife, Faith. And I think Stevie J is Faith's son's godfather. He's in support of Diddy. All right? So, it looks like Diddy's been getting a little bit braver. First of all, Diddy was hiding inside the hole, right? I always say this like a hermit, like a mole, all right? Like a groundhog. Diddy's been in the hole like a groundhog, but he's been surfacing lately, all right? And you see how the things that you would think that maybe there's a change of event that took place. Why is Diddy so confident now? Throughout all the allegations, Diddy has remained low. You haven't seen him on social network. Nobody has been speaking on behalf of Diddy. People are saying Diddy's flying out the country. He's in England. For the most part, he's rolling. He's been moving low, on the low, right? So to see Diddy resurface, at least one to speculate. When I'm seeing Diddy resurfacing, I'm thinking that Diddy knows something that we don't know about. A lot of people are saying that Diddy is an informant. He's a Fed agent. That's why they say he's been getting away with everything that he's been getting away with all these years. But nonetheless, Diddy seems like he was back, and I was confused. I didn't know why Diddy was back. You guys, recently online, there's some footage that has surfaced. All right, now this is some hotel footage. I don't know how they obtained this footage. I don't know if they got this footage during the raid. I don't know if CNN just had the footage and they just didn't release it until now. I don't know how they got their hands on this footage, but this footage has been leaked online. All right. Now, you guys, this footage it's how would you say? It's defining. It's a very defining footage. It's going to persuade the public's opinion. This footage might be the nail in the coffin for Diddy. This might be the nail in the coffin. If Diddy had any type of idea If Diddy was under the notion that he had a chance in the courtroom, I think he no longer has a chance. If Diddy thought that he had a chance, that's why he's been surfacing showing his face. I think Diddy no longer has a chance. I think this is going to be the defining evidence in this whole Diddy fiasco. All right, let's get to it. You guys, there's some footage online of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie. Now, Cassie always said that Diddy used to be abusive. There's a lot of people that bear witness to some of these altercations that took place between Diddy and Cassie. But nonetheless, every time we hear things about Diddy, we never, at the general public, we never get to see. We don't see any evidence of it. We don't see Cassie's face. We don't see any footage. All we hear is rumors and speculation. You have a lot of witnesses, but no witness comes forth and gives detail. In this case, like I said, we don't have no concrete evidence throughout this whole melee, throughout this whole fiasco with Puffy, this witch hunt. We've never had no evidence other than the victim's testimony, Cassie's testimony up until now. Now, this is on the heels of Diddy's son, King Combs, dropping a diss record talking about, I dare one of y'all say no Diddy in front of me. This is on the heels of his son responding to all the allegations, all right? And that's I find that kind of funny. You would allow your son to respond on your behalf, knowing the age that he's at, knowing how impressionable this kid still is, knowing that he doesn't have the wisdom. He doesn't possess the wisdom to make decisions like that, to speak on your behalf. This situation is very big. This is a big situation. Forget career ending. This situation might put Puffy away for a very long time. They're saying that Puffy might be roommates with R. Kelly. And judging by this videotape that we're going to speak about, that might be the case. So you guys, in this video, it's a disturbing video. You guys make sure you guys are sharing this platform, all right? We're speaking about this Diddy leaked footage of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie. I need you guys to share this platform. All right, you guys, the video was leaked online via CNN. You can see Cassie walking down a hallway in a hotel. I think she had shades on. Now you got Diddy running behind Cassie. Now mind you, Diddy's running behind Cassie. He's not even fully dressed. Diddy has on a towel. He has the towel wrapped around his waist, obviously. And he's holding the towel with one hand, all right? While chasing Cassie down the hotel hallway. Now, if you see how aggressive Diddy was with Cassie, it'd be triggering. Guys, this is triggering, all right? Diddy grabs Cassie by the neck. It was kind of like a grab and a slap at the same time. He grabs Cassie by the neck and thrusts her to the floor. He pulls her down and slams her to the floor. He throws Cassie to the floor. Very aggressive, bruh. Very aggressive. Mind you, this is a woman. All right, this is a man putting his hands on a woman. If it wasn't enough that Puffy grabbed Cassie and threw her to the floor, Puffy then went to field goal kick Cassie in her back. All right? By no exaggeration. Puffy tried to punt Cassie. All right? He field goal kicked Cassie. And you would think, already you took her by the neck and you slammed her on the floor. If that wasn't enough, very aggressive. She looked like she wasn't moving. When Diddy slammed Cassie on the floor, let me make this clear. Diddy slammed Cassie on the floor. And Cassie did not move from her position on the floor when she hit the floor. So Cassie hit the floor and stayed in that position. She didn't move. Her leg didn't even twitch. Her head didn't shake. He took her, grabbed her by the neck, and slammed her to the floor. Now, while she's laying on the floor, we're not going to say lifeless, but motionless. He field goal kicked Cassie in her back. By that move right there, that was similar to what Eric Holder did to Nipsey Hussle. Very similar. Eric Holder, after shooting Nipsey Hussle, he came back and kicked the man. All right? That's obsessive. That's obsessive. It wasn't one kick. Puffy field goal kicked Cassie in her back, and then he stomped her one time in her chest or her stomach. Somewhere along the lines of the chest or the stomach. He gave her a stomp. So let's wheel this back. Once again, Cassie's coming down the hallway. Now they're saying that Cassie's actually running from Puff because prior to her leaving out of the hotel room, Puffy had punched her and blacked her eye. So they're saying Sean Diddy Combs punched Cassie in her eye prior to her leaving that hotel room. So they're saying that Cassie had to make a break for it. So somewhere along the line, she felt it was safe for her to get up out of that room. So she was making her exit, her escape. She was making a getaway from Puff after being punched in her eye. And they say her eyes was blacked out. With that being said, she's making her way out the room. Puffy noticed. They say Puffy started yelling when he saw that she was trying to get out the room. She got her purse. She got her belongings. She got up out of there. She skedaddled out the hotel room. But unfortunately, Puffy was running behind her, running behind her, in which he grabbed her by the neck and once again slammed her to the floor. Field goal kicked her in her back and then stomped her in her chest. A-Town stomped her in her chest. All right? Mind you guys, this is a woman. So this right here gives credence. This right here gives validity to all these allegations against Puff. Ladies and gentlemen, Puffy is a woman beater. Sean Combs is a woman beater. The woman's on the floor. She couldn't even move. For you to field goal kick her back in and then stomp her while she's not even moving on the floor. And may I add, I forgot something. Puffy actually grabbed her purse off the ground too. I think her bag. I don't know if it was her bag with her belongings, but both of them had her contents was inside those two bags. All right. So he grabbed the purse and there was another bag. I think maybe it was a book bag. So he was conscious enough to grab these things, to grab these items. So basically, Puffy was not allowing Cassie to leave. Listen, this gives validity to all these allegations. When Cassie said that Puff, it's kind of like Puff trapped Cassie. Now, you guys, at first, you know, we speak about Cassie in a way, and we don't want to let Cassie off the hook 100%. But this gives credence to what Cassie was saying. Cassie was saying basically she's held hostage by Puff. Now, obviously, she could leave when she wants, but not necessarily. There's a lot of factors that are in place that makes her reluctant to leave Puffy. All right? You see Puffy grabbing her belongings and the way he did, how aggressive he is with her. Also, you guys remember the allegations about Puffy blowing up Kid Cudi's car. So, if Cassie was to fall in love with another gentleman or date another gentleman, potentially that gentleman's life could be threatened. So that would make Cassie reluctant to want to leave Puffy, knowing that the next person that she deals with may be subject to that same treatment. Their life might be threatened by her once lover. This gives a lot of credence. I'm starting to believe all the allegations with Cassie. Just judging by that one video alone. You guys get a chance? It's on CNN. I'm not going to play the video here. The video's triggering, and YouTube does not allow graphic depictions, videos on their platform. All right? Violence of that sort. But you guys get a chance. You guys check it out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on Facebook and also on my Instagram where you guys can hit the link. And when you guys hit the link, you guys can see and witness it for yourself. You guys gonna see your boy Puff. Now, like I said, I never had no evidence against Puff. All right, I know there's a lot of speculation, but if you got that many people accusing Puff, I knew some of it actually had to be true. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be practical here. All right, let's be practical. In all actuality, I knew Puffy was guilty of some of the accusations, no doubt. I knew it. But I never had no hardcore evidence. I don't know about you guys, but I never seen no hardcore evidence. This is the first time I'm seeing this. And I'm just saying, Puff, Diddy, this made you look like a monster, brother. This video that leaked online through CNN made you look like a monster. I think this is the nail in the coffin. I think this is what's going to condemn Puffy. You guys keep in mind, Cassie is one of the lead witnesses in this up-and-coming Puffy case, Diddy case. They haven't brought charges against him as of yet. As of right now, it's simply just an investigation. But you know how the feds do. They just need to line up their ducks and get the correct evidence in order to make it an open shut case. All right. So with that being said, Puffy, this might be the end of Bad Boy as we know it. This may be even the end of Christian Combs, Puffy's son. All right. You guys know Puffy's son just released a song going at all the naysayers, going at all Puffy's adversaries. I'm surprised that Puffy allowed his son to even put that song out. There's a lot of things about Puffy that I really dislike, and I'm using dislike for lack of a better term. A lot of things that Puffy have done that he's connected to. Puffy more and more every day seems to me like a monster. There's so many things that are going to reveal itself in the near future. Puffy is part of a lot of things that took place that we never knew that he had partook in. You know, there are already allegations about the death of Biggie Smalls. They always try to implement Puffy in that. The death of Tupac, they always try to implement Puffy in that. Now you have a track record of women being abused by Puffy. Now they said that Kim, his baby mother, used to always get beat up by Puffy. And shout out to Gene Dill, the former bodyguard. Gene Dill has been quoted saying that, yeah, Kim used to fight back. All right, Kim used to fight Puffy back. But nonetheless, Puffy has an abusive history with women. So he beat up the baby moms, and we seen with this video that he beat the shit out of Cassie. Now, looking at this, I see why Cassie went for that $30 million. Now I get it why Cassie went for that $30 million. She just couldn't let Puff slide. Puff is out having fun. He's on yachts with Young Miami. He's talking about this brother love shit, changing his name 100 times. He had the audacity to call himself Brother Love with his track record. I heard Cassie was struggling with the bills. So Cassie decided to stick it to him. There was a lot of torment that took place with Puffy and Cassie. Cassie getting that 30 mil, that wasn't just for Cassie. That 30 mil that Cassie got, that was for Kim also. That was for all the women that got abused by Puff, and Puff got away with it. Cassie deserved that $30 million that she got from Puff. Those beatdowns that she took, she deserved it. Now, I know a lot of people say that Cassie could have easily walked away from Puff. We get it. We get it. But that still don't give Puff the right to abuse his situation, abuse his authority. If you see the way Puff handled Cassie, you can imagine what took place in their relationship. You remember they said that Puffy beat Cassie so bad that he had to send her on vacation to another island. All right? And what I notice about Puffy is Puffy don't do that with niggas. You know they said Puffy slapped the shit out of Drake. Shout out to Champagne Poppy. I don't know if that's true, but they're saying that he slapped Drake. Puffy also got into a scrap with J. Cole. Now, mind you, when you in reference to J. Cole and Drake, they're way younger than Puff. I've never seen Puffy actually go at it with his peers, people of his age. But I'm not gonna go against it either. I'm not gonna assume. I've heard about Puffy, Cassie talking about how Puffy went and grabbed the pistols. Puffy went and grabbed the pistols when they found out that Suge Knight was in town. They was gonna go confront Suge Knight. And I never knew Puffy got down like that. But one thing I always said, Puffy was a gangster. I always said that. And a lot of people would be like, nah, he ain't a gangster, but a gangster gonna know a gangster. A street nigga gonna know a street nigga. So I always knew Puffy had it. Now, is Puffy a gangster that you can respect? Maybe not. We don't respect everybody's gangster, but let's be clear. Sean Diddy Combs is a gangster, and his track record proves that. His beef with Suge Knight, grabbing guns to go get Suge Knight. The night when he went in the club with Sean Poe, and he made Jennifer Lopez put the gun in her purse so they can get in the club with the gun. Remember, the girl that got shot in the face said that Puffy's the one who did it. Don't shoot the messenger. Episode number 86. Make sure you guys are sharing this platform. Make sure you guys are hitting this like button. All right? Don't leave out here without hitting your like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. Show me that you was raised right. Don't embarrass the people that raised you. Hit that like button. We call that wiping your feet on the rug. Same way you do at your grandparents' house. Just wipe your feet on the rug and hit that like button for me. All right? And share the platform. Puffy's a gangster. And this proves it. There's a lot of things that are going to come out in the near future with Puff. Now, one thing I would say, Puff's a gangster, but Puff is also a coward. Puff made Sean Poe take that charge. He's the one that actually shot that woman in the face. I'm not saying it. The woman actually said it. After all these years, the woman came forth and said it. And Sean Poe reiterated and said that he told you that he never shot nobody in that club. Now, Sean Poe maybe did let off a shot in the air, but he's not responsible for shooting nobody. That was Diddy. He took the rap for that. Sean Poe took the rap for that. Shout out to Sean Poe. He's trying to be the prime minister of Belize. Sean Poe has family in the government of Belize. All right, that's how he was able to come back. So he has diplomatic, not necessarily immunity, but he has diplomatic authority. All right, big shout out to Sean Poe. And a lot of people owe Sean Poe an apology. Great artist, man. I would have loved to see his career progress and evolve as an artist. I would have loved to see that. But God has his own idea. We have our own idea and goals that we have for ourselves, and we kind of predict the path that we're going on. But God sometimes will divert you from that path. God knows how you're gonna get to your destination. We all want better things for ourselves, and we think that we know the path that we're gonna take to our goals. But sometimes God takes us on a different a side route, right? But nonetheless, shout out to Sean Poe. And like I said, Puffy's responsible for a lot of things. And this might be the nail in the coffin for Puff. Shout out to everybody in the comment section.